What happens when an actor famous for breaking viewers' hearts steps into a story about people quietly changing the fate of a city during wartime? In Silent Tides, Ren Jialun returns not as a tragic emperor or heartbroken general, but as an ordinary man caught in the ruthless currents of the 1940s. Set in wartime Macau, the drama follows small figures standing on the front line of a financial and intelligence battlefield, where every choice can tip the balance between survival and collapse. With copy describing storms, courage, and tiny sparks of faith lighting up an isolated island, the show promises not only romance and suspense, but also a portrait of how ordinary people shoulder extraordinary responsibility when history closes in. Directed by Yang Hanayu, Silent Tides features a strong ensemble cast. Ren Jialun leads alongside Lan Yingying, Li Chun and Tan Kai in a historical drama that blends spy elements, economic warfare and human drama. The series is scheduled to premiere on December 8 on Chinese television and streaming platforms, inviting audiences to witness a different kind of romance between individuals and their country during a time of crisis. For many fans, the timing feels almost luxurious. Love and Crown has barely finished airing, yet Ren Jialun is already back on screen in a brand new role. For viewers who followed him through Palace Intrigue, Battlefield Sacrifice and Endless Tears, Silent Tides feels like the next chapter in a career defined by emotional depth and resilience. Of course, for longtime fans, it's impossible not to think of Love and Crown in one and only when Ren Jialun's name appears in a new project announcement. In Love and Crown, the ending sparked heated discussion, with many viewers lamenting the bleak final act even as they praised how deeply his performance cut into their hearts. Before that, One and Only had already become a benchmark for modern tragic romance, turning late-night binge-watching into a rite of passage for fans who cried in silence so they wouldn't wake their families. The pain may be hard to forget, but it's also proof of how convincingly Ren Jialun brings fragile, complex men to life. That is exactly why Silent Tides is so anticipated. Audiences know he won't just be acting in a Republican-era drama, he will inhabit a man whose inner transformation mirrors the rise and fall of an era. In Silent Tides, Ren Jialun plays He Yeon, a character who starts from almost nothing. He lives cramped on a fishing boat, pawns his clothes just to put food on the table, and earns his living carrying heavy sacks on the docks. Step by step, through hardship, sacrifice and sharp instincts, he slowly climbs the ladder of Macau's business world, eventually becoming the chairman of the Silver Industry Association. But this isn't a simple from rags to riches fairy tale. The drama uses He Yeon's journey to show how one man's awakening can intersect with the destiny of an entire community. As he learns to navigate money flows, trade routes and political pressure, he turns finance into a weapon, protecting supplies, shielding his compatriots and quietly changing their fate under the enemy's shadow. Around He Yeon stand equally compelling figures played by Lan Yingying, Li Chun and Tan Kai. Rather than glorifying a single hero, Silent Tides paints a broader canvas, patriots using banks instead of guns, coded messages instead of open battles, and grain shipments instead of cavalry charges. The emotional core, however, is still deeply human. Bonds between lovers, friends and comrades are tested by distrust, temptation and the constant dread of loss. In this unstable world, every embrace demands courage, and every promise carries the risk of being broken by the next wave of history. For viewers who are still nursing emotional scars from Love and Crown but can't resist Ren Jialun's performances, Silent Tides might feel like stepping back into the fire, but this time, the flames are burning for a city and a people, not just a couple. Whether you are most curious about Ren Jialun's transformation as He Yeon, Lan Yingying's performance, or the overall wartime storytelling, this is one project that already has drama fans talking. On Cbiz News, we'll be watching closely as Silent Tides premieres and sharing how this new role reshapes the on-screen image of an actor who has long mastered the art of quiet, enduring heartbreak. Thanks for watching Cbiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.